Thank you, Professor Hansen. Today's FDP reflects our shared belief that education is not static. It evolves, and so must we as educators. This collaborative initiative by an Institute of Post Shipping and Logistics Management seeks to bridge the gap between academic research and classroom practicality for the benefit of our learners. We are honored to have with us distinguished academicians and resource persons who have dedicated themselves to excellence in higher education.
Prayer is not asking, it is a longing of the soul. Let us begin today's session by invoking divine blessings. Now I call upon Professor Pratisna K to lead us into prayer. Kindly rise and join us into prayer.
Thank you, ma'am. A warm welcome is the first step towards making lasting connection and memories. To extend a warm and formal welcome to esteemed guests and participants, we now invite Dr. Nikshita Shetty, Coordinator of FDP and Assistant Professor, Institute of Management and Commerce, Srinivas University, to welcome the gathering.
Blending research and practice, enhancing quality teaching in modern classrooms, organized by the Institute of Management and Commerce and Institute of Port Shipping and Logistics Management, Srinivas University, City Campus, Foundation, Bangalore. This FDP aims to provide a platform for academic enrichment, knowledge sharing and collaboration. In today's rapidly evolving educational landscape, continuous learning and upgradation of technology have become essential. Through this program, we hope to explore new perspectives, exchange ideas, and equip ourselves with innovative tools and strategies that may enhance the quality of education what we deliver. So it is my privilege to welcome our chief guest and first session speaker, Ms. Dawn Prakash, Certified Microsoft Educator and Assistant Professor, PG Center of SDM MBA, Mangalore. He is known for being a highly enthusiastic teacher and an inspiring motivational speaker. I believe his session today will energize us to all to become more passionate about education by adopting new technology and by instilling ethical values in our students, and something that much needed in today's academic environment. I am sure these sessions will leave a strong and lasting impression, setting the perfect tone for this FDP. As this was the first session, I think it will create a best impressions for us. So, on behalf of organizing team and from my personal side, I extend a heartfelt welcome to you, sir. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time to with us today despite of your busy schedule. I also take this opportunity to warmly welcome our beloved Dean, Mr. Venkateshami, IMC. He is always a constant source of encouragement and support in organizing such programs. And I also welcome Dr. Shailashri VT, Research Coordinator and Advisor in our absentia. And I also give special welcome to Mrs. Soparnika Rao, Faculty Coordinator of this FDP. She was unwavering support and dedications have been crucial in making this event possible. And I would also like to welcome all the HODs of our departments, Dr. Kavyashri, HOD of MBA, Mr. FDP-SRINIVAS, HOD of MBA, Port Shipping and Logistic Management, Mr. Sharmila Shetty, HOD of BCOM, Mr. Shilpa, HOD of BBA, Mr. Joyson Cardoza, HOD of MSW in his absentia, Mr. Sushmita, HOD of BA in Journalism, Mr. Nelson Ferrara, HOD of Port Shipping and Logistic Management, and I also give a big welcome as well as thank you Mr. Mithun Raj and journalism team for their valuable support in streaming in online to YouTube as well as Google Meet. Then last but not least, I'll extend a warm welcome, heartfelt welcome to all our esteemed faculty members, participants who have joined us both online and offline from various institutions. Your presence adds immense value to this program and we look forward to meaningful engagement in the session ahead. Let us make this a
cannot light another lamp unless it continues to burn. A teacher cannot teach unless they keep learning. To symbolize the pursuit of knowledge and the light of learning, I now invite our dignitaries to the stage for the lighting of the ceremonial lamp. Kindly rise.
Hey, that's it.
Great minds ignite conversations, but great educators ignite transformation. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to hear from our esteemed guest speaker, a passionate academician, an inspiring educator, and
College, Mangalore, a name known for his dynamic teaching methods, student-centric approach, and commitment to academic excellence. Sir has been instrumental in integrating innovative pedagogies into the classroom and is admired for connecting research with real-time learning. Sir, I now request to address the gathering.
Mangalore is known as an education hub. Many students from different places come to Mangalore just for study purposes. So just take a round around a famous private research and skill. Mangalore is known as an education hub. Many students from different places come to Mangalore just for study purposes. So just take a round around a famous private research and skill-focused university. That is Srinivas University. Srinivas University. Mangalore is known as an education hub. Many students from different places come to Mangalore just for study purposes. So just take a round around a famous private research and skill-focused university. That is Srinivas University. Mangalore is known as an education hub. Many students from different places
development program so that we sharpen our skills and we upgrade ourselves. And most of the faculty development programs will be towards research methodology and towards doing research in general or in a specific area. So today's topic is blending research and practice, enhancing quality teaching effectively in modern classrooms is what is the title that we have given to this particular program. The reason is we need to increase research in our nation in general. Let me give you some interesting data about Malaysia and Korea. If you look at Korea and Malaysia, these two countries together they took off somewhere in 1990s and 80s and 90s and 2000. But if you look at Malaysia now, it is tapering off. The amount of growth rate what they saw, they are not able to compete with that growth rate today. For one reason that they do not have research, they do not have their own products, or they do not have their own technology. So this particular FDP program is for people who are there in the classroom here, online as well as, offline as well as there are around more than 20 plus participants online. So I extend a warm welcome to all of you. And this program has been thought with an idea that people who are pursuing their PhDs should actually get it through faster or do it in a faster manner. Now, as I gave you this example of Korea and Malaysia, Malaysia tapered off its growth rate for one reason that they could not improve their STEM. STEM means it is science, technology, engineering and mathematics. Now, if you look at Korea, Koreans have become very strong. Initially they worked very hard. Malaysians also worked very hard. Koreans got into much of education and research. Malaysians also got into social sciences education, but not into research and but not into innovation. Now, if you look at last week, India announced that India is the fourth largest economy, beating Japan with $4 trillion. Right? Now, there is a catch here we need to be careful about. Now, the GDP versus per capita income is very much crucial. At $3 trillion of our economy, we still had a per capita income of $2,700. So at $4 trillion economy, still our per capita income is still same. It has not gone to $5,000 or $6,000 or $7,000. We may be somewhere at around $2,700 or $3,000 in terms of the data that is collected. Now there is one more report. It says that Indian economy is more than $16 trillion, which is not recorded, which is almost half of US economy is what they say. US economy is $30 trillion and we are at around $15 or $16 trillion. As not recorded in the not in a recorded format, but in the recorded format we may be at $4 trillion. Now the point is, if we don't improve, if we do not improve research, technology, innovation, invention in all the sectors, be it in social sciences, be it in engineering, be it in technology, we will slowly go down. We will go down the scale because our per capita income may not increase. Now to host minimum, the qualification is $5,000 should be your per capita income. Otherwise, you won't qualify to apply for Olympics, hosting an Olympics event in a nation. So a nation should have minimum $5,000. There are countries which are having $16,000, $20,000, $30,000 as their per capita income. Maybe Israel is one country which is having $52,000. That means each person in Israel is earning around 4 to 5 lakhs per month. On an average, Indians would be earning around 17 to 20,000, 22,000 per month. This is our average income. Now, to really take off, the research that happens in social sciences, in consumer behavior, human behavioral sciences, or in psychology, sociology, anthropology, or any of the research that happens related to human development and behavioral sciences, there is a connectivity between this and science and technology. Because when needs increase, when the requirements increase, then technology has to match to them. And when we have technological development, then we will have a strength of new products. And when we have new products, we can dominate markets. When we dominate markets, we can dominate countries. That's what United States does. If you look at this room is full of technology which is developed in United States. If you look at projector, internet, laptop, this is all US inventions. If you look at this distemper paint which is put on the wall, that is also US inventions. The electricity which this fan is running is also US inventions. And if you look at this mic and sound, this is also from Thomas Alva Edison's inventions of gramophone, and from there GE became a big company altogether. It is also their invention. If you look at this thermocouple, So if you look at the technology, even the chair which you are sitting is a polyester and petrochemical product, which is plastic again invented in America. The cushion what is there inside the chair is basically a petroleum product, which is also an US invention. Now if you look at this room itself, you will find that a country is dominating in such a manner that they have created so many products. So as a nation, we don't develop our products, we don't market our products, then we will not have market dominance. So we need to know how to pack and market. So research has to be done in an area which is going to be applicable in marketing, finance, HR, production, multiple areas. Now just for example, if you look at Coca-Cola, a small bottle, when there is nothing in that, but they market it in such a manner, aggressively around the world, it sells in a big way. So therefore, if we can do invention and research and marketing, where we can market our own food items of India, our chole bhatura is much better than the pizza what they sell, or nutritious than anything that they sell. There could be multiple products. They say, masala dosa was invented here in Udupi, and Garba ice cream was invented here in Mangalore and Udupi. So the point is, we need to know how to market. So for that, we market these products. Now Indian weddings are great. Indian marriages are great because the percentage of divorce rates are very, very less if you look at the population. So we need to market our weddings to the world. We need to pack it and sell it around the world. So how do we sell it is the question. That requires research. That requires research on behavioral sciences, on marketing area, finance area, production area, purchase area. So whichever area you are doing research, it will enhance your ability. So as a teacher, you should be inspiring and giving a lot of knowledge and inputs based on data. So this data is very crucial. So when you are looking at large quantities of data, that becomes very important. Now why I am telling you data is, we are a population with 144 crore people, right? Just look at the quantity of toothpaste we need in the morning. Every day, if all 144 crore people brush, what will be the paste requirement? You assume 44 crore people want to brush. Even if you take 100 crore people, look at the quantity of soap that we need, the paste we need, the mobile phones we need, the books we need, the bags we need, the institutions we need. It is large, it is huge. So anything in India, if you think in small numbers, it won't work. So India allows 9 SIM cards per person with one Aadhaar card. A company can take any number of SIM cards. Now, you look at the mobile handsets that we have in our country. It will be some 90 crore handsets sold in this country. No wonder that all these countries who don't like India still are part of India, because ours is a big market. Now, Korea or Southeast Asian countries or many of these countries actually don't like us because they feel we are their competitor. But for them, biggest market is India and China. And if any company says we are very big in the market, we are number one in the world, and we are not in China and India, means that means it is bogus. It is not true at all. Because this is a very huge market. If you look at the size of the market, it is huge. The scope is going to increase. The research and inventions and teaching methodologies have to continuously change. We cannot have the old style of teaching. Something new you have to adopt. Every semester you should be new. You as a faculty should be re-energized, refurbished. You should be completely updated from the last semester what you had. Now just keeping those old PPTs and teaching to the students will not help you. The reason is students are much updated. They have access to technology. They have access to artificial intelligence. They have access to many things. So they may have a lot of inputs. And then we need to allow mobile phones inside the classroom. You cannot say don't use mobile. Together we will learn pedagogy or andragogy, where we learn, where teacher and student together learn. So you are asking a question, you need to tell them to immediately, instantly be fast and open the mobile and check the answers for that. There is nothing wrong. Because we have seen days when we didn't allow mobiles inside the classroom. We have seen days when the classroom went inside the mobile during Corona time. Right? The entire classroom was inside the mobile. So all these things are something like learning process for us. It is going to happen. We do not know, history repeats again and again. So in some other form we may have troubles and disturbances. So our role is to enhance our skills to the next level that we can do for our students. So faculty, all the faculty members who are here, who are there online, and then who have joined us, they are also here today. We will be learning new things, how to teach and how to develop our delivery system. Why we need to develop? Because becoming outdated is very fast. Becoming irrelevant is very fast. Because if you don't upgrade and modify yourself, it becomes difficult. So we need to constantly focus on new things that we can read, learn. So I request all faculty members, whenever you are taking the sessions or attending the sessions, what sir is going to deliver today, please note it down, write it down, and learn and contemplate. Take all the PPTs from all the faculty members. that will be a base for you to do further research. If you are already in the final stages of submission of your PhD thesis, that's a different thing altogether. But still, upgradation is important, and new concepts are coming up. These new concepts in terms of technology, in terms of classroom delivery, is also going to be an area for development for all of us. So we are going to have around 11 LED TVs in every classroom. I think most of the classrooms for IMC, IPLSM together we will have LED TVs which are expensive, which will have online connectivity. So please use the technology for teaching and for regular classes. I hope that you learn many things today. Please do not prejudge anything that this is not my area of research or this is not my session today. Don't think like that. Please be open for knowledge. Please take this knowledge and ensure that you imbibe this into your day-to-day activity or activities and into your research activities. Okay, UGC may say you should have PhD compulsory, but what I mean to say is you need to know PhD means that you are capable of doing research. So most of the people stop after doing PhD, they do not write any paper, they do not do any research, they do not read, they say that is over, I got a qualification, that is okay for me to get into a job. There the job starts. Most of them end there, that is wrong. So your research has to start, your learning has to start. So please increase your reading speed. You may be reading 200 words or 150 words per minute. Your reading speed, please go and check. You should be having at least 270 to 300 words per minute. Check your reading speed. If it is not there, you are going to be outdated. Because if you cannot read a textbook within a particular period of time, you cannot get that knowledge. So knowledge accumulation and then passing it on to students in the right way. Many people will have knowledge, but teaching is difficult for them. What they say, what people understand, mismatch will be there. Even that won't work. So therefore, how to teach? Because when we take people at PG level, UG level, we don't insist them on B.Ed and Bachelor of Education qualification. For schooling we insist. But here basics of teaching, you should know. What is the psychology of a student? What will be the behavior of a student? And then how to control large number of students. So all this you should learn. There are books available. And I feel that you keep upgrading yourself. Let this 6-day session that we have FDP be a good learning and enlightening process for all of us. And I wish you good learning. And I hope that you take these points in the right way. And please ask questions at the end of the session if you feel so. If you still want to learn, sir will explain you in depth. And he is an ocean of knowledge. And he is very well known in the industry here today. And he has done a lot of reading and a lot of hard work. And he does a lot of training programs for organizations. He conducts FDP programs for companies and for institutions. I'm sure somewhere or other he can connect and help us in taking it forward. So with these few words, I would like to end my session. Brief note of welcoming. I want to once again welcome the online and offline participants for today's FDP program. And I wish that you all learn and take it forward. Good luck and have a nice day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom. As a token of our deep appreciation, we now present memento to our guest speaker for their valuable contribution. I now request Dr. Venkatesh S. Ame, Dean, Institute of Management and Commerce, to kindly present the memento to Professor Dam Prakash, Assistant Professor at SDM College, Mangalore. Thank you, sir.
Gratitude turns what we have into enough and more. To conclude this inaugural session, I now invite Professor Sopernika, Coordinator of FDP and Assistant Professor of Institute of Port and Shipping Logistic Management, to deliver the word of thanks, acknowledging every hand and heart behind the enriching program.
Good morning to one and all present here. It is indeed a great honor and privilege for me to deliver vote of thanks on behalf of IMC and IPSLM, SRINIVAS University, at the inaugural function of our 5-day faculty development program on blending research and practices, enhancing quality teaching effectively in the modern classroom. First and foremost, I take this opportunity to express our deepest gratitude to our esteemed chief patrons, Shri Dr. C.A. Raghavendra Rao, Chancellor, SRINIVAS University, President A. Shama Rao Foundation, and Dr. A. Srinivas Rao, Pro-Chancellor, SRINIVAS University, Vice President A. Shama Rao Foundation. Though they are not present with us today, Their unwavering support and vision continue to guide and inspire all our academic endeavors. We are also thankful to our patron, Professor K. Satyanarayana Reddy, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Srinivas University, for his academic leadership and encouragement towards faculty enrichment initiative like this FDP in his absentia. I would also like to extend our sincere appreciation to the convener, Dr. Ventesh Samin, Dean, Institute of Management and Commerce, for his constant encouragement and support throughout the planning and execution of this program. Thank you, sir. Our heartfelt thanks to Dr. Shailashri Reddy, Research Coordinator and Advisor for this program, whose insights and guidance have helped shape the academic rigor of this FDP. In her absentia, thank you to her. We are truly grateful to all our resource persons. First, Professor Don Prakash, Professor Shripati Kalluraya, Dr. Suhan Mendel, Dr. Lakshmi Narayanan S, Sumant Suvarna, Dr. Yaha Parveen and Mr. Sajan M, for graciously accepting our invitation and for preparing to share their knowledge and experiences with us. The sessions covering modern pedagogical shifts, research methodologies, AI, SPSS and publication process promise to be immensely valuable. And to all HODs, to all the faculties, to all participants from various other colleges, thank you for your active involvement and commitment to professional growth. We hope this FDP empowers you with the practical and research-driven strategies for enhancing classroom teaching. Last but not least, a big thank you to our organizing committee, MCs, faculty members and teaching team, technical team for their behind-the-scenes effort in making this program possible. Thank you all. Once again, I extend my heartfelt thanks to each and one of you if I missed out. Let's look forward to an enriching and engaging academic journey over the next 5 days. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, ma'am. As we step into the technical session, let us carry forward the energy, insights and intent to evolve as educators.
Thank you all once again for joining us. Wishing you an insightful and transformative FDP experience ahead. Now we begin with the keynote session.
Research means that you don't know, but are willing to find out. It's now time to hear from the heart of today's FDP. I have the honor of inviting our first keynote speaker.
Some educators teach from the book, some teach from experience, but a rare few, like our speaker today, teach from both, with passion, purpose and profound impact. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our honor and privilege to introduce to you the speaker of the day, one of this faculty development program, a man who has not only mastered the art of teaching, but has also transformed learning spaces across the country and beyond. Please join us in welcoming Professor Don Prakash, a dynamic and multifaceted professional who currently serves as an assistant professor at SDM MBA, Mangaluru. Beyond the classroom, he is sought after freelance corporate trainer, known for igniting minds across academic and industry platforms alike. Sir is a certified Microsoft educator, Google certified educator, a certified Google digital marketer, and a proud holder of the 21st Century Global Digital Literacy Certificate. His digital fluency is further backed by Microsoft Office specialist credentials in Excel and Word. Our visionary entrepreneur, Professor Don Prakash, is also the co-founder and partner of Rise Up Game Challenge, a unique platform designed to foster learning through gamification and critical thinking. His passion and commitment have earned him numerous accolades, including the prestigious Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Lifetime Achievement Award in teaching by the International Institute for Economic and Social Reforms in April 2022. In 2024 alone, he was honored with the Global Young Best Teacher Award among 900 participants from 8 countries and received the Occasional Service Award in Education, Teaching and Training from Rotary Club Manyata, Bengaluru. His previous recognition includes the Best Lecturer Award 2020 by Karnataka Raja Devadigara Sangha and Dr. K.V. Devadiga. Charitable Trust, the Dynamic Personality AWE Award by Wisdom and Abhigna Education Private Limited, and a Certificate of Achievement from LIMSI Institute UK for a course in innovation and productivity. With over 200 plus sessions conducted, 100 plus events judged and 100 plus international certification to his credit, Professor Don Prakash stands as a beacon of lifetime learning, innovation and educational excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as we warmly welcome Professor Don Prakash, our distinguished speaker of the day, to address us on today's theme. Understanding the modern learner, pedagogical shifts in the 21st century classroom. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much. Very good morning to everyone. Such wonderful introduction. I was feeling a little embarrassed actually. I did all that. So actually I'll not be using microphone. I think the last person, ma'am, can you hear me clearly? I have an inbuilt mic, so I'll be using that. Okay, so quickly now, it's a journey as I told you. So I'm quickly checking this session. It's not going to be an FDP, it's not going to be a lecture, it's going to be a fun session. So I'm going to keep a timer for myself, a stopwatch, a timer. I hope you got it, so let me quickly tell. It's 1 hour. So we're going to fly through this time, through my session. So I've kept a timer here, 1 minute. Let me keep a timer, done. So now the session, back of my mind, I know it's 1 hour. I'm going to keep it right there so that I know I'm always on time there itself, right? So few questions before we start. My name Don, D-A-W-N. Whether I chose my name, changed my name, etc. That answer I will tell later. For that you have to remember this question. How did your name come as Don? Last. I hope it's clear. Now why am I asking this question? You will be connected till end at least. You will not want to go, at least you may be wanting to know the question. Now a few questions before. Are we a teacher? You have to ask yourself a question. Or are you a rock star? Where you go on the stage and people are shouting and hooting for you. Choice is yours. Of course, when you become a teacher, I consider myself as a rock star. You come and you have to engage your audience. I hope you got it. I don't tell that today's class number 1. I say episode number 1. Series of 1. Everyone nowadays, students, they see series, OTT, Netflix, etc. We ourselves as a teacher need to understand how do they think, what do they love. So first thing as a teacher, we'll see a lot of these things, not much of lectures. We're going to show a lot of these things, and I've put a Google form across. 11 of you took time to send me some information. So I'll try my level best to cover it. But one thing please understand, we have limitations. Do you agree? Internal as well as external. One time is a limitation, it's a resource. Next thing, but we do not have limitation if I use the hybrid mode online. So we have a WhatsApp group there. So whatever I can cover here, I will definitely cover. Certain things like links which you could use. I can always compile it. Some questions of yours which I cannot address here, I can compile it and share it there, right? We are not restricted to that 1 hour which time is already clicking there. So let me quickly go forward. So before starting, as I told, are you a teacher? Is your question. Next question. Who was your favorite teacher and why? Think about it. Think about it. Who was your favorite? It could be one or more, or it could be none. That's dangerous. Amongst all the teachers, who was your favorite and why? That's important question. Now because we are all teachers here, right? So some of you may be, I am sure you are, favorites of your teachers, students. I have one student, I will not say I'm a favorite because I just took 1 year for him. But he is also a marketing student in my first batch itself. So that's how we roll. So welcome to the online audience as well as offline. So what we are going to do is very simple. Any questions you have online, please drop it anytime on the chat box there. Anytime you have questions, you can always ask. If not, we'll try to have it in an end part of the session. So this is my brand name. This is the topic. Understanding the modern learner, pedagogical shifts in the 21st century. This is the theme which is given. So I've irritated the organizers asking who are the audience, how many are going to be there, how many will be online, how many are offline. Why is the question, right? Sometimes you get a question in an interview, sell me this pen. As a judge, many times I go as a stress interview person, right? I'll sell this, and the participant, no matter how smart they are, they will straight away say, this pen is very good, this is valuable, this is blah 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 blah. Blunder, wrong. First question they should all ask is, who is using the pen? Why are you using the pen? What is your purpose for using the pen? And then tell, yes, this is the pen for you. Why am I asking this question to all of you? We should know the customer in the marketing. Here we should know who are our students. Point number one. Second, we should know who we are. We have our limitations. Some student may want me to talk in Spanish. I may not know it. So we should know, we should do a SWOT analysis on ourselves. So in this journey, I am going to tell you a few things. So whatever you feel like making a note, please do. Any questions, please make a note. Mention the question there. You may ask it later together, otherwise the question will go off. So let me quickly go forward here. This is me, my branding put together. Initially out of my 250 plus workshops and FDPs I went, when people were introducing me, I should tell enough, 2 sentences enough, because that time achievements also were less. Then I thought, no, let them tell the whole thing. Audience will know who you are. Please understand, as a teacher, first a major thing is yes, pedagogy, all that is important. Your students should believe in you. Your students should think that it is worth coming for your class. They should let, today I'm going to learn something from XYZ. For that you need to have a brand. You need to position yourself. Physical evidence are the certificates what you spoke about. What is the intangible things is how much you are going to apply it. Remember these key things. Jo dikhta hai wo bikhta in marketing. So whatever you are seeing on the screen there, it takes effort, agreed. You guys have done much more than that, I'm not sure about it. But make sure you document. Make sure your students know about it. Don't be very kind and very shy in our country. We're very shy. If someone tells you're good looking or you're looking good today, tell thank you so much, very kind of. Whether they're bluffing or no, who cares? I hope you're getting what I'm saying, right? So it's very important for us to win our students over. Not any at Amul Butter, Baskar, because they are good at it. We should do it with our stuff. So this is who I am. So let's have a fun. As I told, it is an episode, it's a fun thing. So remember one thing, my dear friends. When we talk about lectures and PPT, because it's pedagogy, I'm using that example. You have seen Hrithik Roshan dancing for Ek Pal Ka Jeena. Everyone has seen? How many of you remember side actors dancing? Not much, but they were there. You might have seen Tamanna Bhatia, for guys we like to see, whoever, XYZ. You will see them dancing, but you know there are people dancing. Now, analogy is a beautiful pedagogy, which I love to use. Analogy is nothing but day-to-day examples, which the target audience knows. Get it back to it, that's correct. Now, when you are presenting or whatever it is, you are the Hrithik Roshan and Tamanna Bhatia or whoever you feel like. Your PPT are the side dances. The moment we just go on reading the PPT, that becomes Hrithik Roshan and Tamanna Bhatia, you become the side dancer, choice is yours. Let us use the pedagogy and all the tools as an assistant, not the main dancer. This is crucial. We use AI. I suggest AHI should be your mantra. Artificial intelligence with human intelligence, AHI. Combination is an ultimate combination. I'm repeating again. You cannot restrict people from using AI. And if we start stopping our students using AI, we are foolish. We have to tell them ethical part of it, how to use it, and then use your human intelligence. See, tomato is a fruit by scientific definition. Tomato is a fruit by scientific definition. But we do also fruit salad. Right? So by the scientific, if you mug up and you just use it blindly, without any common sense, human intelligence, you will put the tomato into the fruit salad, gone case. I can see some of your faces. But tomato is a fruit, right? Fruit salad. So you should have the understanding, yes, I know tomato is a fruit, but it's not for this fruit salad, it is for some other salad which is having value. So these are certain things which we need to create, because rightfully, as Dr. Venkatesh sir said, today as a role of a teacher is changing. Definitely, because knowledge they can get it easily. If you are repeating A for apple, they know it. They will tell you different types of apples also. So we need to change our role slightly. Knowledge mixed with guidance, with motivation, giving them a different way to position and think. That's why I told my classes are not classes. This is episode number 4. Today 2 to 3 I have an auction, where 60 students are there, 6 captains are there, IPL is going on, right? 100 crores budgets are given, for each of them, and 54 students have sent a Google form saying, with your photograph, why should they be hired or taken in their team? And that's going to happen. I am the auctioneer put together. Anyway, I have to create group. I have to invest some time, 1 hour of time. But the 1 hour of investment of time gives me 39 hours of huge dividends because energy is there, the pedagogy. So I'll be trying to show you live if possible also, as well as certain things. So countdown continues. Icebreaker I have basically done. Remember, it's a two-way thing. Very important, because when we are talking, today again I'll be doing a lot of talking. It's important to engage the audience. So the smile on your face, the nod, even if you are faking the nod also is okay. You get the audience connected. That's important. Even a WhatsApp emojis, if you see, there are 1,000 types of smileys. There's a simple one. There's a big overacting smile. What is there? It's all emojis, right? So it's important for us to connect. So you like something in this session. This is game rules, huh? This is the game rule. You like something. Can I get a thumbs up? Sagar would know about it. It's become a brand. Can I get a thumbs up from all of you just to see whether the hardware is working? Awesome. So what happens in my class is I just say starting, can I get a thumbs up? Then I say, can I get a, they'll give double thumbs up. If I ask, they should give. If you don't like democratic country, you can say, bad jokes, sir. And if I don't tell also, you like something, hey, that is nice. You can do that. So that way you are keeping your class engaged. They are just not waiting for the time to get over and get out. You have to get their mind engaged. That's important because your mind is important. Mondays when we come to college, as a teacher, forget students. Students, we know it. We have a big depression on a Sunday evening, no? See, you can see the face, no? See, 6, yeah, correct. No, again you have to wait for Saturday. Please understand one thing. Every 7 days, Mondays will come. You can't run away from Mondays. So if you can't run away from that, embrace it, love it. Wow, Monday, try to fool your mind. As a teacher, you have to do this before I get into all of that. Because if you don't switch on your mind, there's no point of talking and taking in this session. As a teacher, you need to, I'm emphasizing again, the passion say, wow, Monday, examination, 3 hours duty. I do not know about you, it's a pathetic thing generally, but I will not tell that to myself. I'll say, Dawn, I'm talking to myself, intrapersonal communication. Dawn, today you have 3 hours of duty. Now, you should see the positive. If AC is there, then, wow, AC. 3 hours, even your director can't disturb you. I hope she's not seeing. 3 hours, I am the powerful person in the class. Sagar knows, we have beautiful classroom, air conditioning, everything is there. I try to see the positive out of it. And then I'll do some brainstorming. Example, last week I had exam duty. I did brainstorming for this session. So 3 hours of time, every half an hour I will tell half an hour up, 1 hour up, 1.5 hour, 2 hours up. Any good point, we are not supposed to carry mobile phone, laptop, right? It's the most unproductive time as a teacher. You know, as teacher, we do everything other than teaching nowadays. Administrative work is so much, which all of you will connect. See, as a trainer, you should connect with such words. All of you are smiling now. Now suddenly you are connected with me. Papa, you understood our trouble. I am also a teacher only. But see, we can't run away from it. That's why some tools which will help us facilitate administration work and as a teacher work. Good, right? So these are, so the 3 hours flies, I get good ideas and I'm powering myself saying, John, you have 3 more exam duties. Wow. You getting it? You're getting what I'm saying, right? So that's how you should definitely. With that mindset, come with Monday. Wow, Monday. I don't realize. Today's Monday, right? I'm enjoying it. Saturdays also will come. That's why my students, I say exams. Don't run away from exams. Can't say exam is equal to game. Everyone loves game, no? So it is not 70 marks, it's 70 points. It is not like 6-day exam. It's IPL schedule is there, no? Semi-final, final. Put it that way. Your weapons are your pencils and scales thing. So as a teacher, it's very important. At this juncture, I've invested so much of time trying to tell you our mindset is important. Because if our mindset is not important, forget all these pedagogies, forget all the technology, nothing is going to work. Can I get a thumbs up, please? See, also I've told thumbs up. In the last part of the session, I just said, can I get a, you will give a thumbs up. So, remember this. Few things in my life which has changed is once I've understood the value of time. 1 minute is equal to 1,000 rupees. Mr. Mukesh Ambani, Zuckerberg, Elon Musk and Don Prakash, even our Prime Minister, I am using the same sentence, my name also in between, have something in common. What is that? Time. Everyone gets equal amount of time. All of you get equal time. But for next question is, for me it may be 1,000 rupees per minute. I may be investing 60,000 for me. All of you put together, we are working in lakhs. Very important. No? But for Elon Musk and all of them, Donald Trump, 1 minute is gold must be much more, no? The moment you value time and increase the value, stock market, don't let it crash. You'll understand everything. That's why the sessions here, when I'm giving you ideas, it's more of hybrid ideas. Because the time is limited, 40 hours, 30 hours we get. We have to complete our syllabus, key performance indicators. Lot of these KPIs are there. So we have to use our time smartly. So you'll get a lot of treasures, whatever you feel comfortable, capture it. So this is Don Prakash, your pilot, ready for a takeoff. The time is 11:07. I'm just positioning that in your mind. You got it? Our journey is for next 45 minutes and we're going to stop here, so it's going to be a little turbulent. Please put your seat belt on, ma'am, please. Seat belt. You have to. We're going to fly, ma'am, please. Put your invisible seat belt on. So we are going for a fly. So this journey is going to be good. Weather outside is around 28 degrees. The inside feels 24. No getting out. For any emergency, please don't get out. So key learning, as I already posted in the group. Sorry, I think from a Google slide I used it when I downloaded PPT. It's just gone a bit alignment issue. But these are the common things. Again, I'm telling, I'm Hrithik Roshan here. So don't expect me to just run through the PPT. I feel that slide is important. I will go to the next one. I feel if the slide is not much important to read, don't force yourself. You have to be an artist and a designer for your class. Keep this in mind. You're a teacher. It's a brilliant profession to be in. It's a very thankless job, just like how mothers at home, the most toughest job ever, being a mother. Of course, father also, don't mistake me. But as you know, it's a challenge job. Being a teacher, it's a thankless job. So many stakeholders are there. Correct? We have to keep pleasing everyone put together. We have to please ourselves, we forget ourselves. That's why all these things are there. So I hope you can go through it. I'll touch a bit about modern learning, which you are already aware. Few things about technology and tools, and a little bit of gamification, which I've already been doing. So guys, see, these are two photographs. See the first one. See the second one. What do you understand with this? Lot of chaos, unorganized. This, as a teacher, we should try to avoid initiative. Try to be like this. Little organized. Why I'm telling you is very simple. Listen and mark my words. We as a teacher, every day we capture certain things. Events you are done. Now, example, I've done here a program. I got an invitation. Immediately I put it on my Google Drive. It is an organized way. 2025. I write my achievements for that particular thing, etc. I make a note there only. Future, I don't have any tension. If I have to show and reproduce it, whatever, I can produce that there itself. So please be organized. If possible, if I get a hands on my laptop in the last 15 minutes, I will like to show you my live Google Drive, Google Classroom, gamification, real life tools put together rather than just the PPT put together. So let me just see how the time goes. So this is great. This is your screenshot from your Google form which you have sent. No one's names are there, don't worry. This is nothing but the different pedagogies which you generally use. Observe, lecture PPTs, which is not wrong. Even this is a PPT presentation itself. But is our target audience only preferring that? That's a question mark. Because for us to be very practical, to finish portion, we have to do that. We have to deliver lectures, we have to do PPT presentation. So as a teacher, my suggestion will come up next. Be a designer. Plan your class. Don't just follow the herd mentality. Everyone is doing, let it be that way. I first don't do that at all. I will try to say reverse engineering. Z to A, not A to Z. Z is the results, what is expected. What is a key performance indicator as a faculty? Finish portion, of course. Make students understand and love the concept. Make sure they apply it somewhere. Write their exams very well. They should pass. Correct? No, these are the KPIs. So identify the key performance indicators as a faculty. Then reverse engineering to reach that, you come and start creating. Then you go A to Z. We usually go A to Z. By the time we reach S, game over. Z we never reach on. That's why. So see some of the pedagogy which they all use, which all of you use. How effective they feel, majority of you feel is really effective. Everyone's feel that their kid is the best, no? Best kid, no, everyone, parents. We also think the same. We think that VR methods are the best, including mine. We have to think again. We have to understand the modern learner. So these are certain things. Yeah, which are the tools some of them use? So a lot of these aspects are there. As I told you, if time permits, I will touch some of them. If not, I will compile and give it across. So these are the challenges put together. Now, I have used AI. Okay, I have used AI. I put the same queries. I ask, give me good solutions. So I've already put as a case study. I'll be sharing all of that as an AI. And HI also we will use now together when time permits, and try to understand these kind of critical questions which was posed by all of you. Next one. What are the new teaching strategies you would like to learn? You have mentioned certain. Again, any other specific questions also you have mentioned. Again, I have generated all AIs generated just to give you backup support to whatever we can discuss. Now, yes, I'll be a little faster now. Time available is around 42 minutes. Great. Now see, new things to ponder upon. As I said, teachers are a designer. Design your own class. It's very important. Don't wait for the first class to start. If you know June 15 the class is starting, by June 1st or June 7th, you should have a proper blueprint of how you are going to take up your class, what are the different pedagogies to use, what are the different AIs to use, what are the key performance indicators. Make a kit. Today I forgot to get my voice amplifier, otherwise I have a kit of voice amplifier. This is anywhere there. There is a beautiful 2.2 liter water which I am going to drink now. I also, when I get bored, I just change my vision. It's a nice light enhancing glass. Now beautiful the vision is. I also have a spray of rose water I mix with normal water, and whenever I feel a little bored or I just do this. I don't need to do anything. You might laugh, I don't care, but I feel fresh and nice. What am I trying to say is, as a teacher, figure out yourself what makes you happy, what you're supposed to do. Do a SWOT on yourself which will come here. Very important. Strength, weakness, internal. Opportunity rate is external. Very important. If you don't know our strength and weaknesses, how can you take it further? So always identify strength and try to make it better. Identify weakness and try to reduce it. We all use apps. WhatsApp is a best example of case study I use in my class. Every time you update, a new feature is added, a small bug or something is reduced, and this, so version 23.1, 23.2. So your version, I am down 23.2. All I have to keep doing is sort about myself. Identify my strength, increase it. Identify my weaknesses, reduce it, 23.3. If it's a major shift, 24.1. That's how life is. Don't compare yourself with others. That's a blunder which we all do. Our race is different. Our question paper on life is different. Don't compete yourself with colleagues of yours. Absolutely no. Your pathway is very clear. You know your destination. That's why first be a designer. Change your mindset. 3 Idiots, you have seen the movie, right? How many have seen the movie? You have seen, right? By hearting what happens and how you don't know to use it wrong. So as I told, tomato. I think we have understood that part. Identify key KPIs. See, this is something which I want you to make a note if possible. As a teacher, subject KPIs. As a faculty, you have administrative, a lot of work is there, right? Please understand here, my primary reason is as a teacher. But if your administrative work is under not completion, as a teacher, can you be comfortable? You can't. You have to, just like work-life balance, teaching administrative balance you need to have. Forget about a personal life and management of it. So identify your key performance indicator. Need not show to others. College will ask you to show so many lecture plans, this and that is fine. You create your own documents for them. I shall not show to you. But that's helping my life. At any given time, I will not feel bad. And see, I may be sweating a bit. I don't say it's sweat. I say sparkle. You don't get worried. No, I enjoy this. Don't worry about it. I feel I'm working hard. I feel I'm doing something important. So it's all in your mindset. So, make a list of your own learning curve. This is important. As a teacher, don't blunder second time. You know somewhere you've gone wrong. Someone has given you whatever. No, not physically, virtually. Don't do that blunder second time. Make sure you don't. Example, you are not submitted an attendance book 1 week saying that you are busy. No, that means by Thursday, Friday, be ready. Because once I didn't submit it, I felt bad. I'm just repeating it. But after that, never felt it. There are softwares where you'll give you alarm 15 minutes before your class if you set it properly. If it's a recurring, every time you can use some software. I'll show you that also. Rainlander, it's a free software. I set it up morning only. 15 minutes before my class, it'll give alarm. Small one. I can snooze it, I can go. So I never missed my class in a lifetime. Why should I waste my time remembering? Silly things, na? I can use my time for creativity. So as a teacher, please understand, your brain is a premium asset, real estate. Don't spoil it by putting some other Adhika Prasanga certain thing. Keep it for creative stuff. All your repetitive tasks, all submissions, everything, keep it in a digital form. So make your own policy as a teacher. This is the crucial part which I am telling you. Push yourself. You have read my achievements. Every month I need to have at least 3 to 4 achievement minimum. As a resource person or go to Swayam course or Infosys Springboard course, keep it as a checklist. automatically drop by drop every day, everything. So you make your own policy. I will never be, missing a class. I'll make sure my portions are complete. I will make sure, you understand what I'm saying? KPIs, connect with that. So make your own. Checklist again, make it as per importance, priority, as well as the deadline. This is crucial as a teacher. Because you fail, you're gone case. I hope you're getting it. So you should keep a track of that. More active work than teaching, which we all know, we have to embrace it. We can't run away from it. So use your digital tools, all of that put together. All kinds of documentation, accreditation focus is on. First of all, it's going to come. Tsunami is going to come. NAC is going to come. So know your role. What you need to be doing. Whose documents you need to be going. Don't drop on the last minute. First only make a checklist. I keep a deadline like by June 9 I need X, Y, Z. Keep July on Google Drive put together. Keep putting it there. Mark my words, as a teacher, if you manage your tasks smartly, stress goes. Then you have a lot of time to be creative. That's why this afternoon I have a beautiful auction, as I told you. You can have a little bit more time. You can use a little bit of hybrid mode. So, yeah, also now the challenge is working with various types of colleagues and students. Please tell me any college where you are very happy with every faculty or every student. No, not possible. You are social beings. Lot of things will come. Leg pulling, this thing, that thing, grape. That is going to continue. And I'm sure the moment I'm talking, you're imagining that XYZ person right now. It's going to be there. You can't run away. It's like a Monday. It's going to be there. Start embracing and getting adjusting with it, and stop, worrying too much about it. It's your life. Keep going ahead. Okay. So also we have other challenges nowadays. We have smart students. We are not so smart. I'm not saying not so smart because they have their own challenges. As a teacher, we need to identify without them knowing it. So there are a lot of online courses, for example. Identify them and push them. Because a smart student, if you are putting them through the small, same normal thing, they'll get bored. You are making a beautiful sharp knife blunt. And likewise, if a student is a little slow, you bombard them with too many things, no? If they don't excel at any Power BI, etc., it may become a challenge. So as a teacher, this is again a challenge. How your smart way should come across. You should identify them, but without them knowing, I am a slow learner. Or someone thinking, I am a smart learner. That head weight and horns will also come. So these are again challenges. Active collaboration is something which works with me. When I go to the class, I don't tell, see the mindset is of students, oh, sir is coming, lecture will come, they will just simply sit, get attendance, go. You have to change it. Get them involved. I make all my 60 students leaders for different things, which they are good at. So when I start my class, student registration form is sent, where they have put their photograph, what they are good at, what skills they can do. Out of these so many tasks, which area would you like to be a leader of? When they become a leader of fun, someone will become in charge of, say, a fun activity. Someone will be in charge of presentation. So they are managing. See, majority of our commerce background. So case study, I am giving them experiential learning there only. 2-in-1, win-win situation. So they get ownership of their in charge. They have to submit their plan. What is the key responsibility? What do they have to do? My job also becomes easier. Delegation. I will say the overall. I hope you are getting it. So collaboration, we are very smart. Students are very smart. That day I have sat with a student where when presentation something is coming like this and beautifully is done. I like, can I sit with you and learn? That ego in us as a teacher, that I know everything should be thrown. I'm sure none of us have it. Sit with the student because they also can become learners. That's where AKO learning comes. What is AKO? It is an environment which you create where teachers and students both become teachers sometimes, a student becomes a teacher sometimes. We collaborate and put. So I use Google Drive. AKO learning is an environment, but we don't get so much time to do it. So I create groups for fun, like Isala Kapnam, the IPL is going on, right? So everyone creates their own team name. And I create a Google Drive where they can put any good videos, good materials connected to the subject, outside subject also. We should make it fun. And they are usually responsible, nothing goes unethical, etc. and all. So I also get to learn. Sometimes in the class, some good content I show it live. So they are engaged in the class. They feel this is my class also, not just don't be in this radar so that you don't have to go behind. They feel that is my class also. It is not just Don sir coming and teaching class. It is I am also involved. So this is certain things you have to get them involved. How you know your subject. Don't tell them many things. You put them in the task. They're automatic. It's like you put someone in the well, they start swimming, right? So that is one major thing which I have benefited. See, all my PPT is customized. Yesterday I stepped at 2 because 12 o'clock I was not very happy with my whole thing. I said, can I do more? Can I do more? Okay, then I said 2 is enough. sleep. Otherwise, you have to get up and come here also, no? So the passion is up to you. I just love what I do. Let it be whatever they have told. Let it be training and all of that. And luckily, I get paid. That is a very fun thing, you know? I hope you got the difference. People who work only for money, that work becomes double. It is like a boring hour. You keep seeing the time, 11:24. After 2 seconds, again 11:24. Where it will go? It looked like 2-3 hours. You should enjoy. Automatically, everything else will come. That's why first I used to run behind earning. Forgot the learning. In learning, if you see L is silent, earning will come. So the more you learn, the more better it. Enjoy. Next. So fun tasks. These are certain fun tasks which I want to quickly run through. Why are you in this field of teaching? Ask yourself. I'll come back. Why are you into teaching? Ask yourself. Very important question, right? Next. How motivated are you as a teacher? It's your call. I'm not judging any of you. Because if you are not, you're stuck in a boring life. Figure out what you love doing. That's why I have an ABCD tool of mine which I use in training. A is whatever you love doing, go on writing. Use Excel or Google Sheet or whatever. B, you should try to see what you're good at. Then C, you have to see A and B, what you love doing, what maybe you're good at. See career choices and try to do what is there in A and B. See, for example, I love dancing, okay? It's in A. B, I'm not a good dancer. So C, no chance of career options or anything on those lines. But I love interacting, I love marketing, I love consultants, etc. It comes in my A. B options also, maybe I'm good because that's why they call me, etc. and they pay whatever. C options now. And D, decide. What are the choices I want to do? So all of you, first step. If somewhere else you are either motivate yourself, fool your mind or do whatever, get that first thing. Rate yourself as a teacher, 1 to 100. 100 being very high, yourself. Next, rate yourself as a tech savvy teacher. Be very honest. Rate yourself. Because whatever your idea is, you are 50, how to reach 55? Put a target, put an action plan, start. Simple as that, you got it. So you should ask yourself such question. Don't run away from anything, no one is perfect. Next, rate yourself, how much do your students admire your teaching is again question. You may directly, not indirectly, you might get it, right? Major challenges faced by the teacher, put it in pen and paper. Then look for solutions for it. Trust me, your answers are there within you. You don't need answer or XYZ to come. You state your challenge, you define your problem properly. Then look for solutions. Because you are the best person to solve your problem. Mark my words. Correct? Now my problem, Don is the best person to solve it. I will get advice from others, agreed. But I will know which is the best way. Example, clothes what you want to buy. Everyone will like and give suggestion, but you know what is your favorite. Why do you like one extra pocket? Why do you like one extra this thing? You know it. So that's why please define it, not in your mind. Define it. Next. How do you manage your time? What are the tools you use? How can you make your teaching better? All pedagogies use. Do you use daily do-do list? Very important. Don't put pressure on your brain. Keep your brain for creative, important aspect, not repetitive stuff. Have you done SWOT on yourself? Identify KPIs? Have you done a challenge list for yourself? Annual plan of action, yes. Every faculty will have a semester to start with. Create a full blueprint for the year. Understand the key performance areas. Understand your responsibilities. Understand the most dangerous one and the less one. The most dangerous one, you have to invest your time, right? So keep that in mind, because you're teaching, everything gets affected if you go wrong on this aspect put together. Because whatever I'm telling her, I'm doing it. Whatever I'm telling her, I am doing it. With that confidence, I am putting it across here, right? So, couple of questions before we go on to some live links, etc. I have around 30 minutes. Great. Can you just think back about the traditional way how we learned and how people are teaching like us now? Do you think it's going to remain the same? No, right? Sir already spoke about smart TVs, etc. and all. Change is the only thing which is constant. Charles Darwin is told survival of the fittest. Fittest doesn't mean strongest. A person or people who are adaptable to the change. Keep that in mind. We have studied examples of Nokia, BlackBerry who are ruling. Kodak, ruling. What happened? They refuse to understand change, refuse to change, game over. If big brands can do that, as a teacher, we need to constantly keep changing. So that's why you are in this FDP. That's why we are all learning together. And for me also, while creating this, I also learned a lot of these things put together. We have to constantly change. So to this 225, 2:30 will not be the same. Mark my word, this hall may not be the same itself. It will be a total different way. The learners, the modern learners are different. We need to concentrate. So that's why we have a lot of these aspects. Role of teacher today, as I'm constantly telling, we don't be just a knowledge facilitator. Students will have all knowledges put together, which is there. We need to be a guide. We need to be a sparkle. We need to use our experience to motivate them, guide them, and that is how we need to be. It's like an event manager. Let me put it in very simple word. We as a teacher are event managers. We need to prepare pre-event, during event execute, post-event analyze, see and go. That's it. So that event includes we reading, getting ourselves skilled up, using different types of tools, creating fun in the classroom. That's what happens. In my class now, students don't want to bunk. I don't worry about attendance. Why? Every class they attend, 10 gamification points are there for them, for their team, for their class. I'm repeating again. Every time a student sits, they get 10 points for themselves, their team, whichever team they have created, and also the class, because the class I have given them a challenge. As a class, can you get this score? So imagine there is competition within competition, but every person comes, they will feel happy also, and they also feel happy. That's why when Viva time happens, they see attendance down, so 98, 100, others are 75. By 75 is minimum required. You getting the difference? I don't run behind the attendance. If you want to come, because later I give them nice e-certificate or top 10, etc. Gamification, leaderboard, points, etc. You get. So I'm not telling every one of us should use it. We can use many which way smaller versions also enough. End of the day, we have to give them motivation. Because today's learner is not bothered about internal marks. Mark my words. 75% attendance is minimum. They see that. They see minimum pass marks. That is the wrong mindset to teach, right? As a teacher. So we need to change. How we need to do? We have to come up with different strategies just like that. So modern learners, as you see, they like micro learning. I'll be a little bit more faster. I hope that is okay with you all. So today's students, I have around 26 odd minutes. So let me quickly go there. Yeah. So today's learner prefer micro learning, not your 1 hour lectures. Right now, I'm sure all of your mind is switched off. I know that because continuously I'm talking. It happens. So learner there, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And my personal suggestion to all of you, there are softwares including OBS which is used right now. It's a free software. There are so many softwares. Record your sessions. Break it up. Keep it. You know why? Next year again the same subject. You can use the same video with next little bit of changes put together. You save a lot of time. This is what I do. Some concept, I had my own version. And certain YouTube versions of videos which I of course give us citing to them, whose video, etc. They also get more views, so they are also happy with it. But my video, I don't add that video in mind. I put it as a link for extra reference. Already it is there. Why should we waste our time, no? I hope you're getting. So marketing, for example, so many concepts are there. So micro learning is something is important. Break it up so that audience will want. If you suddenly tell 60 minutes video, 40 minutes, they will not see. 40 minutes video, break it up. 5 minutes, 10 minutes. That way they will comprehend more. They will have the motivation to learn. So that is one thing about modern learning. Short attention span, which we all know. Next, have access to content via internet. This is also known. So that's why I said we need to become event managers. Understand some of them may have more knowledge than us in some of the topics. We should respect it. Prepare well, but connect that concepts, etc. So that as a teacher, as an event manager, we can deliver better. Here is anyone giving long lecture, as I told, they are tech savvy. Not all. That also, let me be clear. They are good with mobiles. They are not good with laptops. There is a website, I'll share later link. It's a beautiful website. It is like words keep coming, gamification involved. You have to quickly type the words. Example, HAT, hate is come, HAT, done, I get point. It becomes like a battle. Points are accumulated, wrong spelling goes best, etc. So that way, when playing the game, their typing speed increases. So we as a teacher, or I as a teacher, do a lot of research on certain kind of things where they enjoy playing, but they also help them build up some skill set. Some soft skills maybe, some tech skills, let it be. They have to send an email in a professional way. I tell them, see, I'm your boss. The moment you come into the college, you're holding your bag, because I teach MBA students, you're entering a corporate zone. You have to think, behave, everything should be professional. An email and a WhatsApp reply also should be professional. When you send a document, your document also should understand the limited words which you can write the title, right? It should be managed smartly. So everything, put it into that dilemma. So create a class from today onwards, try that. Don't go as a normal class. Don't tell attendance. Tell I'm marking your presence. Choose a different word. Don't say exams coming up. A battle royale is coming up. Choose your weapon smartly. What is weapon? Pen? Yeah, exactly. You need to create that mindset. Right now the timer is going on, so my mindset is also like, let's contribute. Time will get done, work will get done. Hopefully, what I'm trying to cover, it will come across. So, multimedia usage, reduce text. Reduce simply PPT, bombarding with PPTs. They will not like it. Of course, they will like it for studying purpose. That they all, sir, PPT, madam, PPT. But try your level best to mix it up. Let that be PPT like a side dancer. You are the whoever it is one. Okay. Movie-based learning again is a great thing. Again, you ask students help also. Don't burden yourself everywhere. That's why I said collaboration is important. Ask students. Example in my class, something on marketing, something on management. I don't know whether Sagar I showed you home alone one scene or the other. Did I? I am not sure. Everything about planning, organizing, everything comes in one 15-minute video. Easy for them to remember. They'll enjoy it also. Sometimes you can't play it in the class. Put it in a Google Classroom put together, which I'm going to touch again maybe next 5-10 minutes. Lot of things you can do in Google Classroom, etc., which we can all use, right? So, I already touched upon these. As a teacher, how our roles are evolving. You can just have a look at the slide itself. It's continuously changing and it will remain? No, it will keep changing. It is like water. Wherever you put the water, it should take the shape of the water bottle, right? We should be that teacher, constantly changing, understanding what technology is doing and what's happening. So, see some of the tools, my dear friends. I'll be sharing this later with you all, so don't worry much about it. See, when I took a Google form, majority have used WhatsApp. But are we using WhatsApp efficiently is the question. I hope you're getting it. There is WhatsApp channel is there, WhatsApp community is there. You can explore. You can create your own channel for your students. So if you put something, put there, all your followers, etc. I have 3 separate classrooms. I have that. Because that purpose is different there. I have a channel where people search, I put something, they will get an update. So we should use our, because free, right? It's a beautiful tool, WhatsApp, it's easily available there. So we should identify, see, there's a lot of tools, including, we use MS Word, Excel, PPT, very good. I suggest, try to slowly switch over to Google Slide instead of PPT, Google Sheets instead of Excel, Google Docs instead of Word, because it has power of collaboration. My project students, intern students, automated. I created a master sheet, there is people, when they have no multiple emails and coming with me with laptops, no virus headache with pen drives. You create document centralized system where you can also see their document, they can see all, you can edit whenever you want, you can send comment. Please do explore these things. In each of these things, all you have to do is go to YouTube and say, basic learner for YouTube or basic beginner for Google Drive example, how to use it, latest version. Then you go intermediate, then advanced. YouTube is the biggest teacher of mine. I always say Happy Teachers Day. And I've invested on YouTube of premium. I don't want to give wastage of advertisement and a time space. I like relaxing music. In fact, my class, I put now 7-star music which was not there. Resort, when you go even to washroom, there's nice relaxing music. So I put some 10-15% volume. I said this is a resort, enjoy that class. So they will not go to sleep. I also enjoy that class and then class is taken. It's up to you. What is permitted, legal, check with the university if something is available, not legal or whatever. You can, these are all certain things which are without disturbing anyone, we can do that, right? Yeah, see, I will not stretch here. Google Classroom is amazing. You can schedule, you can set certain things, everything can be done there itself. So please keep that in mind. All these as I told you. See here, Rainlander is a third-party software. I am not selling anything here, it's free. Try to check it out and again go to YouTube and check. You can set up, schedule your task. Lot of things can, repetition, things will automatically come. As a teacher, it's very useful. So Rainlander is something. OBS Studio for recording. Some of you have asked what are the tools for recording. OBS is amazing. It's already been used here also. It's a free software and there are thousands of others. Please take some time to record your videos. Keep it on yourself. YouTube is also a good platform to post your video free of cost. But if you're worried about people seeing and all of that, then don't use YouTube. Use your private. Even if you put your Google Drive videos, share the access as a view only or to only XYZ email addresses. That's also possible. So as a teacher, be hybrid. Because the time which you have is limited. Now see here, once my time is done, I have to go. We'll be connected to WhatsApp. So whatever links I can curate and put together, I will share anytime. You heard my secretary, I believe, virtual secretary, Miss Katrina, yesterday, I don't know, saying about Dawn's this video. How many have seen it? Heard it. You're not there in the WhatsApp group? Okay, no problem, no worries. So I do that for my students, like Squid Games and all, they like to see a lot of these. Suddenly a task is put with that tune, and then one task is nicely put. I hope you're getting it. It is not like homework. It is a pleasant task. It is put, and you should see the smile and energy, because you have to condition the mind. See, social mind condition is important as a teacher. The more you change the mindset of the students, the more they will receive you better. Keep that in mind. So these are something, and see, Quizzes and Kahoot again is a very good software. It's a free software where people, students, you can create quiz of existing quiz. You can engage them better for your own subject quiz. There is live gamification, leaderboard, all that comes free, of course. So Kahoot and Quizzes is something which I would highly recommend. You can't do this daily work, but as a teacher, once in a while, if you do it also, it saves a lot of time. So different pedagogies are here. Please observe, these are getting a little outdated. We have to see all these things which is coming into play. So gamification, as I told, what is gamification in a simple word? You like cricket, there is IPL going on, leaderboard. Today, tomorrow there is a match, finals. There is leaderboard, there is orange cap for top scorer, purple cap for this thing. It creates an excitement. So how you create the excitement, these are certain small things. You need not create a complicated leaderboard, which I have done. Automatic points are there, automatic leaderboard will come up and down and teams will get excited. Need not do it. You create some badges. Simple digital badges if you want, you can create. Do whatever you want. The students should get inspired to come to class. Students should feel that they want to contribute. That's why the leadership role is absolutely amazing. So once you go back, figure out in your subject, what are the different roles? Try to give some 2 students or 4 students leadership of that particular task. They will get involved. Then tell them how they have to intercollect and work together as a team. A presentation team will have to work with XYZ team to set some, with a technical team, for example. So when laptop is set up a presentation, they have to work together and coexist and put it together. So these are certain things which you can get into play. So if you are a student, how best would you want a teacher to teach now? If you are a student, which we are, if any teacher has to teach you, which pedagogy should they use? You think and ask yourself. Chances are that is the correct answer for your class. Again, I am repeating. See, there are so many ways. Right? You as a student, if you are a student, how would you want your teacher to teach that subject for you? Ask yourself that question. Please make a note. It could be not these. It could be something on experiential learning. It could be something, I have something called Teach with Dawn. It is like, see, I just positioned it, Teach with Dawn. It's a student presentation only. So what I do in Teach with Dawn, just a name, Teach with Dawn. So they get good confidence, the answer is there, no problem. They'll come and present. I will just stand there. So they will present. If anywhere they get stuck, I will come into play. Actually, they're doing presentation. It's like holding their bicycle. They have a normal presentation with the group also. This is an extra tadka I give them. They feel confident. Do you understand? Teach with them. What is it? Presentation. But it's a mindset what you create. That's how it is. Social mindset engineering. That's it. It is simple as that. You just try to identify the words what you use with your students. Change the words, tweak it. Instead of exams, game. Instead of marks, points, try to change the words, try to change the pedagogy in which they are teaching, etc. Why don't, see, I use AI, I'll tell you an example of my marketing management class. I use AI. I have told AI, act like Don's Prakash story. Put the syllabus I have uploaded, run through that like one documentary with mystery. Like how Don Prakash sees marketing in that module 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's a nice story. So when students see that story, they'll understand the concept which is example target market. Who is my target? Why this product failed? Is a mystery to Don. So for that he did this research, he did that research in a nice way. They enjoy it. Use AI. There is no day which I don't use AI. If anyone tells AI is outdated, it spoils your creativity, they are not creative. Sorry. Whoever is listening to them. You should know what to take from AI. And AI, remember, nothing is 100%. They will always take it 75%. 25% your HI. Very important. Plagiarism, I will not talk about it. AI detector, I am not talking. I am talking about general ideas. Research, of course, we know we can take ideas there, but use your HI. That will help. So, ask yourself this question, very important. Who were your and who was your best teacher? I already asked you. I hope you have thought about it. Outcome based, as I told, everything is outcome based. We have to take that in mind. Real one, now see, if possible, can I just sit there if it's okay with you? I'll log in. Yeah. I'll just take 5 minutes more. I would love to show you certain live things of mine on my own way, if that is okay with you all? Better, right? So just see this slide. Mentimeter I wanted to, but it's okay, we have got time. These things I will show you later. So I just sit there, just give me 2 minutes. If you have any questions, then just formulate your questions. I will just show a couple of my Google slides, bit of gamification, live in the Google Drive. Okay, yeah, thanks a lot. So sorry. We have to freeze more. So any questions I get to multitasking? Your questions to your Google form, I'll be sharing it across live. I hope that is okay. If you have any more doubts also, I will solve. So Google Drive is an amazing tool which I'm sure everyone uses, right? Yeah, while they just set it up, I can invest 5 minutes more while just to show live. Any doubts and queries you have? I'm sure you want tools, right? All the tools in the dashboard, I'll create a dashboard and share the link across with you. Any doubts you have, please let me know. Because if it's already a video, I'll not waste my time explaining it to you. I'll just get that link, send it to you. Any doubts you have in any which way? Do you get a challenge of managing your students which are active? They're very active, right? Many students are very active. How do you cope up with the extra smart students? Best is make them leaders. Seriously, I'm telling you. When you make them certain leaders, the mindset changes. There is an old saying, so I'm just telling you, try it your own this thing, okay? If a woman is walking in a deserted lane, if someone is following you, one expert told this, don't run away acting like a victim. Just go and say, hi, what's the time? The mindset changes. From being you a victim and they a predator, sometimes mindset changes, just get out of it. So it's like all in the mind, I hope you're getting it. When famous guy is done, yeah. I'll just tell you an example. One famous guy, billionaire, was asked, how do you get loans from the bank? Yeah, I did. So, he says, I have never taken a loan from the bank. What he has done, he has taken done a proposal of his business plan. He has gone to 12 different banks. Listen to this positioning, very important. He went to 12 different banks and said, see, this is my business model. Tell me why I should take funds from you for my business. I'll give you 7 days time. I want a presentation to be done in my office. Deadline is this. I hope you got it. He wants loan only. I hope you're getting it, right? As a teacher, we have to play all these games and more to connect them. Both the mobiles. So I hope you got the mindset change. He went to the bank, he didn't ask for loan, he said, this is my business plan. See, this is where the bank is going to get so much of money, etc. Bank is going to get so much of money. Tell me, why should I take money from you? And all they are pitching for him. So this is the thing. So this is what we need to be creating as a teacher. Change the mindset, very important. So this is an advantage of Google. See, I am logging into my other device. So it asks for security. That is a great thing. So Google two-factor authentication, please activate it. It's very useful. So I just got it done because it's not my laptop, right? But this is a cloud, so I can, apply it any which way. So I'll just take 3 to 4 minutes only. I will be sharing my details also because 1 hour we may not cover everything. If you feel any which way, any tools, any help, I'll be very happy to help you out. So I'll just show you now my Google Drive. See, this is my Google Drive which is showing up. It is not fully organized. I have to still show. Oh, sorry, 1 minute. You have to change it out. Yes. So observe, see, this is my Google Drive. Of course, I'm sure all of you have your college domain ID at, right? Advantage is there's a lot of space. Don't use your personal ID. Add Gmail ID. Just 15 GB. Save it. Be smart. So here, if you observe, how did I go here? space. So I use something like this here. This is 2024-25. So first only before the year started only, I know what are the tasks coming. I have created folders. It may be empty folders. Color combinations you can do. You got what I am saying? As and when you are acting, you put everything inside that. These are all my tasks which I generally take up. As an entrepreneur, I am in charge, certificate program, all of these things are there. Now if I go here, in my laptop, this Google Chrome has lot of shortcuts. I don't waste time clicking. One click, it goes straight to that particular aspect. So this is my class, for example. Let me just show you one gamification aspect. See, these are my subjects. Please explore. I would love to tell you your life becomes awesome as a teacher. So here example, see gamification zone I have. There is leaderboard, etc. So I am not telling you to do this. This is not that easy, don't mistake me. But you can do it in a own simple way also. I'll just run it through. So this is how I have created gamification. So if you see like a software, their names will automatically come when as and when I selected. The team names they have only selected. I have done a grade auction which is there today at 2 to 3 o'clock with a new team. So as and when they select the people, the crores are debited and all. I just made it fun. So students are there capturing the video, they are enjoying it. You get it. A lot of people at Isala Cup Namde and a lot of other fun is there. But of course, we are not just playing games. It's about attendance, it's about presentation, it's about assignment, it's about answering in the class, it's about all of that. And this is done by me one time, but it's moderated by students. I am not wasting, I'm sure you'll think who's going to do this, etc. Correct? It started like that with me. Then what I did, whistleblower concept is there, right? One team member will put it across, other 5 will watch. If anything is there, they will drop a message. Sir, example see here, enter points. Sir, number 8, they have put more points than required. I just have to see there. And they will get somewhere into trouble, etc. A lot of these things are there. Automatically leaderboard gets updated, see here. Automatically the team name, etc. comes. Now what are the points given? See here. Game menu I have created for group, etc. and what. And students didn't want it points. Always get your students involved. They said, sir, instead of the word points, can you make it dollar? Sounds good in the mind. So I said, okay, what is it? I'm not giving real dollars. So it is dollars put together. So you always co-create with your student. This is something very, very important. So again, I just open my Google Classroom. Many of us use tools, but we don't use it efficiently and productively. See here, there is Google Classroom. Right click, open it here. Again, all these tools are free, and it's Google. Google is amazing. I'm not just promoting you, are Google certified, Microsoft certified also. But Google is free, it is very compatible, it's very simple. We can collaborate and do work. See this. I am also going for an industrial tour, so I have already created one, everything will be there. So observe here, this is one of my classes. Always click on class work. Everything has been organized with. See here. Things in grey I have not shared it with them. There are things which in blue color, which is there anytime. All these things make it very easy for me. See, feedback, anonymous, anytime they can give it. Before my course is done, syllabus is all there. Right? Module wise, my case study, I just told you about case study, right? Don Prakash, the curious case of Don Prakash, for example. See this. It is already shared with students. Before I just finished 4 or 5 classes. So first only if they go through the story, see the mysterious case. And see the Google Doc, amazing aspects. See, automatically it captures, chapter wise. It's very simple. So you have to figure out as a designer for your subject, how do you make it exciting? How do you use all the possible tools put together? You can even have a website together. If you go to Google site, see I have created my own website by the way. Of course I have paid for it. Only the domain I have paid for it. donprakash.com. It's very pathetic, not professionally done. But it's there. It is there. Something about these, something about Team Don, about Don Prakash. It's very, very unprofessionally done, don't mistake me. But I'm only doing it, I don't have to pay anyone. Out of curiosity about YouTube. That's why I said YouTube is your best teacher. Put it right side, and YouTube has a beautiful slow version, 0.5 speed. Let it go slowly. You till then do it. All my Google form, etc., all this gamification, no one told me. Out of passion. But once I create once more, it is a resource for life. Please observe, it is a resource for life. I'll give one more website, I'll show it later again. Online. beautiful free website. Yeah, online stopwatch. See this again. Please do the, I call this as net treasure. Like in ocean, we do a lot of fishing and suddenly get treasures, no? See, this is a beautiful tool. You can keep timers, etc. You can put your team's group name, examples here, group generator. What I do is, of course, ads are there, it's free. From a Google sheet, I just drop in email address, their names. This is something which you can do. Automatically, it just loads up. So you should add fun and excitement in your class. That is very important. So what happens? The name is there like this. You just have to edit the name, etc. Make groups. Every day they sit with a new neighbor. By the time I take attendance, they sit with a new neighbor. For example, make group like this, and all I click on all. They have to sit like that. So what happens there is the empty chair is the person who is absent. I don't waste my time counting attendance. Who is absent? Mark. Done. The 10 minutes of my attendance boring for my energy is saved. They will be busy running. The sleep mode goes off. Every day they meet new neighbors that they don't want to change. They're happy sitting backbenchers, sitting with their close friends. Girls will like to sit with girls. Boys, of course, they like it, but they act as if they don't like it. But they get different people to sit with because corporate world they have sit like that. So all these are the tools. And if you explore here, there are a lot of other tools free of cost. Classroom timer, race, this thing, etc. So one suggestion as a teacher before we close. It's your journey in life. Capture all the new things which I give. Some of the links which you appreciate, I will do. Explore and check all these things put together. A lot of things are free. Do those things which are easily available, which are free. That is my one suggestion. So, just one last thing I will show you. Sorry, I love to help wherever and contribute wherever. My project students I spoke about, right? Just want to show one small snippet of it. This is last year's project works. Just see this. Admin zone is only mine, restricted. No one else can see. It is private property of Don Prakash. This is the student's property along with me. I have numbered it. D1, D2, D9. What is important for project work? They can get and see. They will not waste my time. I will not waste my time. So D15 is there, and this is a folder of students. All my 11 students have their own folder. They will just update their document here. Whatever is important, no duplication, nothing. Final report. Here, if any editing is there, I will get it done there only. Simple. Anything is, I give a comment, they will change it. If some dots are there, I will not waste their time. I will correct it. So this way, it is very smooth. As a teacher, use and embrace technology. You don't, I see other colleagues, they go running, waiting for them. After 4:30, they will not get access. Very simple. Here and there is a master sheet here. D15, I have given a code for it. Sorry, this is D15. They themselves update as and when progress is done. They will see who others are doing their work. Observe here. It is just created one time by me. See this. And once they enter it, automatically it goes to other places also. What is pending, etc. Common errors, doubt zone, and my approval, which they cannot touch upon. Everything is automated. So that's why I'm just trying to tell you guys. Use and embrace technology. See what fits you. What fits me may not fit you and your students. You may like chicken biryani, I may like something else. You should have that. I'll just close it. Any questions, please ask me, and if not, I'll get back to you also with a sign out from all this. Thank you so much, sir. Just close it. Alarm is come, yes. Oh, I'll have that. So alarm has rung here, yes. So just to conclude, my dear friends, so all this I had just as a backup to share with you all, not to explain here of course. Lot of things we can explore. This is my contact. If you have any doubts, anything, please drop an email to me. Please tell that you are a participant of this so that I will know what I have covered. If any queries are there, from there it's easy for me to take it forward. I hope it's clear. So yeah, thank you so much. I hope this journey went on little faster, I understood, because a lot of things are there to tell. And you are a teacher, I don't have to tell A for apple, B for ball. I think with this, I think you got some framework, right? Just to summarize, quickly to summarize, to make sure you create your own policy as a teacher. Identify your tasks which you are in charge. See, as a faculty, you have either active or passive. If you are a coordinator of a program, you're an active participant. If you are someone else is a coordinator, but you have a small role, you become a little passive. But identify the role. Mark it down. Use Google Docs. Start making your achievement thing. My achievement from 2012 to 2025, now today is one achievement. Invited as a resource person. I put it there. I gamify that. Again, for example, I couldn't show you time. Some tasks are there which is boring, which we don't want. We procrastinate. Put a timer on, just like this. 45 minutes you put a timer on. Put your task, start doing it. You know what will happen? The task will get done. You are thinking like game you are playing it, and what will happen end of the day, productivity will increase. You have to fool your brain. No other choice. Next time you have exam duty, don't go like, oh, exam duty. It's like, wow, exam duty. Mondays, super. You get what I am saying? Just try to fool your mind. There is no other option put together. Can I get a quick? Yes, you got what I am saying. So summarize, create your KPIs, create a net treasure. I don't share my full net treasure with all because it's like catching fish and giving to others. You have to create your own. So you saw that, online stopwatch.com, I love PDF, there are thousands are there like that. Create your own. As and when you get, today you got to put, for lifelong it's a resource. That same tool, I use it so often. You got what I'm saying? So thousands are there like that. Research I didn't even touch upon it, there are so much are there. Research, Rabbit is there, there is so many are there, not just ChatGPT, etc. Use it, but human intelligence, don't forget it. So, time to land, it's 12 o'clock, so thank you so much. Please remove your seat belt, ma'am. Please remove. I hope you enjoyed your journey, so the journey doesn't stop. Always it's like in my training program, I say, you are the bus driver of your life. You are the only person who is constantly driving a bus. Lot of people will come and go. You all came in my bus. Sagar came in my bus long back. Today again, he came back. So what does mean is we collaborate. We connect. There is no life without collaboration. There is nothing without networking. Whether you are marketing faculty or not, please keep these things in mind. Okay, so thank you so much. Question, answer anytime. WhatsApp, I'm there. I have shared you my information. We can get back to it. I hope it's clear. So thank you so much, organizer. I hope you have a great learning. FDP, beautiful stitched points are there. I'll also try my level best to join it all. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Some session leave us informed.
Oh yes, thank you. Sorry, very good. Sorry, sir. One brand name. I kept them curious. My brand name. Very simple answer. No. I was born at the stroke of dawn. DAWN. Early morning sunrise on a Sunday. Don't ask me how many years back you'll get my age. Correct? No. So that was the only time I got up so early. 4:30 in the morning. My dad thought name is unique. He was born at dawn. DAWN. He kept that name Dawn. Thinking that, and I've tried my level best to keep shining that name wherever I go. So that is the answer to it. The only time I ever got up so early was when I was born. Okay. So thanks for the question, ma'am. Yes, sir. Sorry.
Some sessions leave us informed, but a few rare ones leave us transformed. And today we experience the latter. A very heartfelt thank you to Professor Dawn Prakash, Assistant Professor at SDM MBA Mangaluru, and our distinguished speaker for the day.
Sir, your session was not just insightful, it was inspiring. You did not just speak about blending research and practice, you showed us how it looks in action, with clarity, relevance, and a deep sense of purpose. From empowering educators with 21st century tools to reminding us of the human side of teaching. Your words resonated with every one of us present here.
Your journey and achievements are a testament to what passion, dedication, and continuous learning can lead to. It has been a true honor to learn from you today.
On behalf of the organizing team and all the participants, thank you once again for your time, wisdom, and energy. We now request Dr. Kavishri, HOD, Institute of Management and Commerce, to kindly present a token of gratitude to Professor Dawn Prakash as a mark of our appreciation. Thank you, ma'am. Now we shall take a short break. The session will resume in 15 minutes. Kindly be back on time. 5 minutes, okay, 5 minutes. Just we have a break of 5 minutes. Be on time.
Thank you everyone. See you soon.
Mangalore is known as an education hub. Many students from different places come to Mangalore just for study purposes. So just take a round around a famous private research and skill-focused university, that is Srinivas University. Srinivas University is the flagship of the 18 Srinivas group of institutions started by the A. Shamrao Foundation. It is a private charitable trust founded in 1988 by an eminent chartered accountant, Dr. A. Raghavendra Rao. Proud son of Atka Shamrao, renowned chartered accountant and visionary academician, Dr. C. A. Raghavendra Rao started the first educational institution, that is Srinivas College of Hotel Management, in the year 1988. Today, more than 13,000 students are pursuing their higher education at Srinivas University and Srinivas Group of Institutions. Dr. A. Srinivas Rao, Vice President of A. Shamrao Foundation and Srinivas Group of Colleges, Mangalore, is an eminent personality. The university has also recognized his contribution in managing higher education institutions effectively. The group has established many milestones in the quality education in the field of healthcare, medical, dental, paramedical, allied health sciences, hotel management, engineering and technology, physiotherapy, nursing, aviation studies, port shipping and supply chain management. The university has established networking with many industries, universities, and education services providers to substantially improve the quality and weightage of the Mangalore is known as an education hub. Many students from different places come to Mangalore just for study purposes. So just take a round around a famous private research and skill-focused university, that is Srinivas University. Srinivas University is the flagship of the 18 Srinivas group, established many milestones in the quality education in the field of healthcare, medical, dental, paramedical, allied health sciences, hotel management, engineering and technology, physiotherapy, nursing, aviation studies, port shipping and supply chain management. The university has established networking with many industries, universities, and education services providers to substantially improve the quality and weightage of the course and degrees respectively. Presently, Srinivas University has 9 institutes offering innovative industry-oriented specialized courses of UG, PG, and research levels. The Institute of Engineering and Technology is a constituent college under Srinivas University located at Mukka National Highway 66, Mangaluru. The college campus is developed in a lush green environment with well-qualified and experienced faculty, state-of-the-art laboratories and research facilities in the field of engineering, technology and management science as per international standards, with the aim of creating technically sound engineers and decision makers who can establish themselves successfully in the industry and global market. Robotics, artificial intelligence and machine learning, cyber security and cyber forensic, data science, cloud technology and information security, and blockchain technology and distributed computing. The College of Engineering and Technology is on the threshold of a quantum leap. Institute of Allied Health Science. Srinivas University serves with medical facilities too. The college's clinical requirement is fulfilled by Srinivas Hospital, which is the 700.
Finish start on the point finish. Late and
She purchased.
I request Dean Dr. Venkatesh Ammi to escort Dr. Shripati Kaluraya on the dais. I have the honor of addressing our next keynote speaker, Dr. Shripati Kaluraya.
Professor Shripati Kaluraya, P. Professor of Economics, former Chairman, Department of Economics, Mangalore University, and former Finance Officer of Mangalore University, has teaching experience in economics and rural development both for graduation and post-graduation classes in the last 36 years. His area of specialization and research is development economics, rural development, and institutional economics. He authored 29 textbooks in economics, 4 reference books, 3 edited volumes, and more than 160 papers published in reputed international and national journals and in edited volumes. He visited Thailand, Malaysia, Canada, China, North Cyprus, South Africa, and Muscat to present papers in the international conferences. Presented 30 papers in international and 124 papers in national conference, in addition to participated as a resource person in several workshops, FDP and training programs. He has completed 2 major research projects sponsored by UGC and ICSSR and 2 minor research projects. He has successfully supervised 20 research scholars who have been awarded a PhD degree in economics from Mangalore University and Manipal University, and now Srinivas University, Mangalore. He served as Director of Prasaranga, Mangalore University in the year of 2007 to 2016, Director of Yakshagana Study Center, Mangalore University in the year of 2019 to 2023, Director of Fine Arts Study Center, Mangalore University in the year 2019 to 2023, and he was the member of Board of Studies, Board of Appointment, and Board of Examination in several universities in Karnataka, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, and Punjab. In addition to several awards recently, he has been recognized by Amity University, Noida, by awarding Excellent Professor in Rural Development and Institutional Economics and Golden AIM Award, Most Innovative Education Leadership Award in Economics by Dynergic Business Solution, Haryana. We welcome you, sir.
I now request Dr. Venkatesh Ammi, Dean, Institute of Management and Commerce, to florally welcome Dr. Shripati Kaluraya. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as we warmly welcome Dr. Shripati Kaluraya, our distinguished speaker of the day, to address us on the topic Evidence-Based Teaching Applying Research into Classroom Realities. Sir, the stage is yours.
Good afternoon, all my colleagues. I understand 12:20 and near to lunch hour, but I should appreciate you in spite of all that. Curiously sitting and listening as a part of the faculty development program. It's good that your institute organizes very regularly these type of programs which would help the young teachers to refresh yourself either in teaching or in your own subject. 5 days, little difficult to sit. Just like in our class, how students find it difficult to sit. There is some 35 years of experience teaching to starting from illiterate laborers, building constructors, engaged adult education class for them. In the range raised till the PhD guidance, my experience is that we teachers to be a successful in our profession need to develop a sense of research. Research, the concept of what you have in your mind is different. Research that you have in your mind is PhD, putting doctorate, DR in front of your name, getting what you call the related increments, or getting a permanent job. I am not telling that it's wrong, but at your level, that kind of perception on research you will have. But I mean the research in teaching profession, the sense of research that you teachers should have is observing things, trying to fit into the context. You already might have noticed that what is the very interesting part of teaching profession? Every once in 3 years, the students' batch changes. They join for first year, next 3 years they will be with us, and if you look back another 3 years, the students' batch is entirely different. Some of us may observe it, some of us may not be observing it. And we judge ourselves, this batch is better than the last batch. This is what I mean. Research sense for a teaching profession. In classroom, while delivering the goods prescribed by the university for a given program, you should have this type of involvement. There may be a classroom of 40 members. How many of them are excellent? How many of them are moderate? How many of them are below average? And it is not to distinguish or disintegrate them or to discourage them for improving our teaching for this type of a heterogeneous group, where we should give more concentration, where we should change our teaching style for a different group. So like that, we need to be as expert in subject, we need to be a researcher. A sense of research we should develop in the profession, and that would help you to establish as a very strong and good professor. Okay, I will not take much of your time. Before getting into the evidence-based teaching learning process, we need to understand some of the basic concepts. And these concepts, we simply take it as that we know it. Knowing and learning about anything is never ending. If you decide yourself, I know about it, that is, you are discouraging yourself about the opportunity to learn more about it. So therefore, a learner including a teacher, because teacher should be always a learner, always a researcher. A learner should have in mind that these concepts, even after 36, 40 years of teaching and research experience, I still have a confusion. What is knowledge and what is skill? There are numerous definitions. If you go into Google, you will find many people have defined in different way. But we should have our own definition for that. All other definitions are there. Don't simply take it that so and so said like that. It is there, good. But that would provocate us to understand the concepts in our own way. That would help to deliver the goods in a better way in the classroom. So what is knowledge and skill? We talk about knowledge and skill. Now let's talk about knowledge, more talk about skill in the education system. When I started to work in the education industry in the beginning, knowledge was dominant, skill was subsidized, but now skill is in dominance. Knowledge is not much important. But we as a teacher, we, the people working in the knowledge industry, I call education institutions as a knowledge industry. As we produce cashew in cashew industry, ice cream in ice cream industry, we produce knowledge here in this industry. All education institutions are working hard for producing knowledge and skill. That's why I call education institution where we are all working together is an industry, education industry. We should know what is knowledge. If you look into the Indian epics, the Sanskrit literatures, abundance of things have been analyzed defining knowledge. There are so many, what you call the shlokas in Sanskrit explaining what is knowledge. But it has been taking a new shape in the recent years in different parts of the world. I will show you a best definition which I come across, which has been defined by an economist in around the 1950s. I will show you it later. But knowledge is having two components. One, experience. Another is values. Human experiences molded with the social values becomes a piece of knowledge. For example, we experience so many things in everyday's life. Many of the experiences we don't pronounce it or tell to others, but we keep within us to be careful in future. There are many experiences which may be very useful if you write it or if you tell it. Molding with values, that becomes a knowledge for other people. Your experience is a knowledge for other people who can read and make his personality. So therefore, experience, without experience, knowledge cannot come up. You take any book, any novels written by the great authors, they are all expressing their life experience. which is molded with some value system. And value systems are which were existed during their time. Shakespeare's writing has its own value system, which may not be existing now, but makes us to astonish whether such value system in the society was there. So therefore, every writer writes, and that forms a book. It is a stored knowledge. There are many things which cannot be stored. Many things in the sense knowledge. Many of the knowledge, many of the experiences which cannot be stored, which cannot be communicated, which cannot be disseminated to others. Skill, based on your knowledge, how you convert it into your practice, how you improve your potential to do the things in action. Skill. Simple example I will give you. I hope all of you know jalebi. Anybody has not tasted jalebi? All of you know. But how many of you know how to do it? Since you have tasted, it has given good experience, you appreciate it, you like, you put it in the list of your favorite sweets. Everything is done. But how many of you have learned to do it? At least, what are the ingredients used for this? Okay, after doing, collecting the ingredients, how to do it? Any of you have tried? I don't think. Many, maybe some 10% of you might have been trying to and succeeded and enjoyed it. But 90% of us, what we know, we will not learn to practice it, to do it. There is another very interesting sweet, Katmandi. How many of you heard this? Jalebi, every one of you have heard this. How many of you have heard about Katmandi is another sweet? Can you please raise your hand how many of you have heard this and how many of you have tasted this? Yeah. See, madam's experience that it is white color, thin, paper-like. See, that is experience. There are around us only many things which we don't know. We are not having the knowledge. It is one of the very famous ritualistic sweet among Jains. If you go to nearby Mudubidre, in every hotel counter there will be this Katmandi. Very, just like what we call the holy day in this region. But it's similar to that, but it is something different in taste and in its texture. Why I am telling you is to test yourself what is your knowledge level. You yourself can try, experiment. Jalebi I know, but I don't know how to do it. Holige I know, but I don't know how to do it. Katmandi I don't know that. It is very popular in this region, but still I don't know that. I just remember a story in Bangalore, 20 years back it happened. A man from UK came down to Bangalore. That time there was no, all these, we call it smartphones, communication system, networks, all this. They used to travel with a guide. South Indian travel guide will be there. We used to see even when they come here to Mangalore, they used to stand somewhere in the center and locate where they want to go. Now things, you have so many GPS, so many internet things are there. This man came with the understanding that if you go to South India, the Udupi hotels are very popular and safe and healthy. He was told maybe like that. So he was searching in Bangalore for a Udupi restaurant. He entered there. And the waiter came and asked him. He told him what you can serve to me. Then he started to pronounce all the items that what is there in the restaurant. That you know how waiters will read out the items. He could not understand anything because the fast way of communicating there are very slow communicators, effective communication. But this waiter in the hotel, whatever they say, even we can't understand. He stopped with the jalebi. So the foreigner said, get me that last one what you said. He never heard of that jalebi. Get me last one, that what you said. He brought the jalebi. He nicely ate. He ordered one more. Nicely ate. Straightway he went to the cashier and asked him, you Udupi people so clever, how do you pump honey into this small tube? It's a sweet honey is pumping, but nowhere thread or nowhere it is opening. How you pump honey into this small tube? This is learner's curiosity. A learner will be always very curious to know more about the things which you started to learn. Of course, then the cashier explained it is not pumping, we just make it like that and dip in the sugar syrup or honey, it will absorb all this. So he learned so many things by discussing with the hotel people there. Something which is unknown. Jalebi was unknown to him. How that honey is pumped in is also unknown to him. So like that, we should, a learner always, including teacher, because teachers also need to have a sense of learning and research, I said in the beginning. So knowledge industry, because we produce knowledge, we disseminate knowledge, we manage knowledge, and we create new knowledge. By doing research and teaching. Of course, research and teaching is the process through which new ideas, new knowledge are created. Next. See, this is the definition very much I am impressed by. It's given by an economist. Knowledge is the fluid mix of framed experiences, values, contextual information, and the expert insight that provides a framework for evaluating and incorporating new experiences and information. It's very clear. Now you see, when I enter to this campus, I will see so many boards. Logistics, port management, commercial management, hotel management, so many things. All these were not there in the education field 20-25 years back. The context now demands these kind of things. There is a training for catering, there is a training for cooking, there is a educational, systematically educating people for maybe related to aviation, hotel management. Hotel was managed very traditional way. But now, if you want to manage it in a very professional way, you should design a new course for that. So, the experiences and values mixed such that they are a fluid mix that you cannot separate them. You cannot identify them separately. So, new courses come because of this. In the new context, new courses are demanded. Now, see, if you just look into the computer science engineering courses, artificial intelligence, machine learning. So within another 10 years, it becomes very familiar to everyone. After, during 90s, we used to see computer was a very, the highly educated students gadget. But now everyone wants to know something about computer, whether it's in management or economics, sociology, social work, wherever. You should have some knowledge of computer without which you cannot learn. So therefore, artificial intelligence, machine learning or robotics, they all would become a very common subject to learn in the near future. Now they are specialized. See, I view the world of knowledge is not so simple as we understand. We claim ourselves, commerce is great, management is great, economics is great, social work is great. Each and every people belonging to that faculties, they claim that their subject is great. But if you look at it with a broader sense, the world of knowledge is divided for the sake of management into different categories. They are not different, but they are arranged in a different category: physical science, social science, natural science. And when you go into the world of physical science, physics, chemistry, mathematics, so many things. If you go to social science, you have economics, social work, sociology, psychology, so many things. So world of knowledge is classified just for managing the knowledge and to get ourselves specialized in one field of knowledge, and they are not separate. They are interrelated to each other. If I want to study or make a research in energy economics, I should know physics, I should know bioscience, without which I cannot do specialized research in energy economics. So they are all interrelated to each other, but we, just for the sake of managing, to do our work in a very systematic, professional way, divide them into different departments, different faculties, different programs, different combinations of subjects. This is all what we do for managing the things. So therefore, it's a huge world. What we know is in that is very small unit of it, whether it's economics or social work or whatever it is. Very, very small unit of the world of knowledge we have. And another interesting feature or process of this knowledge world is, as we do research in every field of this specialization, it gets expanded like a balloon. The world of knowledge might have been very small, maybe 100 years back. Now it is expanding because research contributes, creates new knowledge, new field. Some people make fun of that. Doctors get specialized for left ear, right ear, left eye. So for every component there will be a specialized doctor. It is mainly because the knowledge expansion in the specific field. So therefore this is expanding forever, this world of knowledge. and we will never reach to the center. Because as we do research and we add knowledge to this world of knowledge, it keeps on expanding and we will never end with that. So this is the process of how knowledge creates and knowledge industry contributes. Their works are very significant in the process of knowledge expansion. Next. Skill is the ability to use one's knowledge effectively and readily in execution or any performance. Simple definition that we know that it is a learned power of doing something competently and develop aptitude or ability of it. That's the difference between your friend who discontinued in SSLC and you. You just imagine one of your friends, because of any reason, discontinued from SSLC and now you reached to post-graduation and maybe doing research and even with PhD. What is the difference between you between? Physically, she or he also might have grown like you. Family, they are also maintained like you. But in terms of ability of doing things, how you are different from them, and how they are different, because they have developed they are containing themselves to a different kind of skill. They may be good in cooking, they may be good in house management, but your ability is different, their ability is different. That is skill. Next. Knowledge management is another interesting that a teacher should know about. Individually, I don't know how many of you are interested with multidisciplines. Though I am an economics teacher, I learned homeopathy medicine, but not for practice, my curiosity. I learned astrology, numerology, out of my own curiosity. I learned economics, within that rural development, so many other things. But how I manage this? I read Indian epics, I read Sanskrit literatures. How I manage all these? Individually, I feel that there must be an order to manage. How do you manage your kitchen? Keep salt somewhere, chili somewhere, sugar somewhere. You don't replace it, because if power goes, instead of sugar, you put salt. You keep it in order. Every kitchen will have an order of things to keep them. So similarly, you should keep your knowledge in order. It helps you to read books also. So if you read a novel, maybe written by some great author, 2-3 novels of an author if you read, the 4th and 5th and 6th novel you can read easily. Because by looking at the content of the novel itself, you can understand what is there inside. Because you have already learned, you have already thought about the writer's nature, his interest. Movie also. The director's name will have a strong impact on marketing a movie. People will ask, who is the director? So if that is an established director, then people start to imagine his earlier movie was like this, how this will be. So it is interesting to see. So with a curiosity, you will go and watch the movie and it will be near to what you have expected. Books also reading, there is no need to read 300-page books, page by page. By the end, you will forget all. Instead, start with reading the contents, how the chapters are displayed. That itself helps you to read the contents inside. So, bringing yourself, practicing yourself, internalizing yourself, a kind of order, practice. That is very important. And individually, creating, identifying story and dissemination of knowledge and adapting it to practice helps you. And this is related to our cognitive power. It will be memory, adaptability, strength to be critical in a situation. But in an organization, because I heard that most of you are commerce teachers, when you work in an organization, the same thing related to organizational matters, like it's a process of creating data, creating knowledge, identifying and managing knowledge of an organization, and structuring into effective and efficient use by the employees. It includes even documentation, training programs. This is what we call HR training. Top level training, mid level employees training, the lower level employees training. So different categories, and in that there also you frame a curriculum. So this is how the knowledge can be managed to be more effective, either in general or in a specific context or individually. Every one of us will have an interest in different field of knowledge, and when you are interested in numerous fields of knowledge, you should have devised, designed a managerial design that helps you to manage your interest on different fields of knowledge. Research is a key point of knowledge industry. New knowledges are created. Research is related to innovating new things, innovating truth. It is not simply 1 hour class, finishing is engaging class, but within this 1 hour, whatever that you have prepared to deliver to students, you should parallelly keep checking whether it has reached to them, or if it is not reached to them, why? And who have a group of students who have understood it properly, a group of students who have not at all listened to this. So you should have a parallel thinking and innovate a new method of teaching that is research-based classroom engaging. Research is to experiment, and experiment is to test. You examine students in different way. Maybe the university prescribed methods are there. You yourself adapt some methods, some testing methods. After explaining some 5 or 10 minutes, if you observe someone is not attending your lecture, you will ask a question. It's to test. You are experimenting whether your lecture has effectively reached to a person or not. And research is to find out, and any new find out in the research should be evidenced. It is not simply our guess, it's not simply our opinion, but it should be evidenced. So evidence-based find outs are the outcome of research. So like this, when you involve yourself in the class. Of course, researching generally the subject is a much vast and wide, but you as a teacher, researcher yourself, can develop some devices of doing research about your teaching and your students' learning process. So there must be a match between your teaching method and their learning method. Because teaching and learning are two important process which keeps going in the education, or what you call the knowledge industry. So much said about research. How this research would help you to make yourself, your classroom more vibrant and more effective. Your classroom teaching, either a teacher or a group of learners in the classroom, both of them will have strategies, which we call them as the strategies of teaching, strategies of learning. When the strategy of teaching and strategy of learning matches, your classroom teaching becomes more effective. Your classroom teaching becomes more useful to large number of students. Therefore, you should always check about the kind of strategy that you adopt in the class. You should always learn and make a point to observe what is the learning process, learning strategy of your students. A student may learn in different way. Some people learn by listening properly. Some students will learn by reading 2-3 times. During exam times, they used to call their friend, how many times over? 4 times over, 5th time I started. So, number of times they read to understand, get themselves prepared for writing the exam. That is their strategy. Some people will understand things through discussions more effectively than the classroom teaching. Involving in the classroom teaching, they simply avoid it. Instead, while going on the road, they will discuss each other with who have listened to your class. So by discussion, they learn more. Some people, students may learn better by doing the things instead of reading or listening, by experimenting. So wherever it is possible, do experiments, do projects. That's why in the recent years, many of the courses are accompanied with what you call the project work. Project work. But we confine ourselves to project work is university prescribed rules are there. It should not be less than 100 pages. It should contain 4 or 5 chapters. So we content ourselves to these prescribed physical, structural requirements rather than observing the students, how much they are involved, how much they learn, how much they acquire skill by involving in project. That it becomes very important. Therefore, completion of the project, starting from titling a project. I have seen few project works. Fisheries in India, a study in Mangalore. Indian fisheries scenario, how it can be studied in Mangalore. Mangalore is a small portion of fisheries activity in India. So, try to be conscious about the title that they provide. Their focus is that they want to make a study of fisheries activity in Mangalore. Right. Why should you give them a fisheries activity or fisheries economy in India? Give a title relevant to what they want to do. Focus. So we teachers need to guide them. To guide them, we need to involve in it with a research sense. And another problem with the project work is that many students will say, if you suggest them some topics, many studies have been done in that. A researcher is not counting how many studies you have done on a given topic. If 10 studies are there on fisheries, how my study can be different one from those 10 studies? Because you have to add new knowledge to the existing knowledge. 90% of your project may be something what you have been told by others, which you duly refer. But 10%, your contribution, your ideas will enrich the existing knowledge of fisheries. It doesn't mean that 190 pages a thesis, it should be everything is your own. No. You are quoting so many others' ideas and you are then advocating your proposition, and your proposition may only original proposition or contribution may be 10 pages. Doesn't matter. It's called interpretation. So how do you interpret others' views and add your new invented knowledge into the research? That matters a lot. So making the students to involve in project work helps them to be more analytical, helps them to be more evidence-based, and they learn many things in a better way. So like that we create new knowledge, and the knowledge will what exists will be enriched by our activities. This is what I have been telling you, the classroom design. That every teacher will prepare while going to class. You do your, what you call, classroom teaching plan. But in addition to that, while engaging class, you should have a sense of research to investigate the students' involvement, students' learning process without any biases. That is very important. Okay, next. Because if I keep on telling whatever I get into my mind, it will never ending. I miss your lunch, which I don't like. So I just, there are several theories of related to learning. Behaviorism, cognitivism, and constructivism are the three important theories of learning. If I want to learn anything, I should have a proper behavior. What behavior I have, it matches with some kind of knowledge, and I learn it in a better way. For example, music. You know that music is entirely depending on 7 swaras. Sarigamapada. The different possible combinations of these swaras creates new ragas. But who doesn't have a sense of this music? who doesn't have a sense of music, he or she may not distinguish between Kannada and Navarasa Kannada. It listens to them the same, or Hamsadhvani or Kalyani. It's saying, what is the difference? Only those who have that sense, they only can identify the difference between maybe different ragas, Bhairavi or Ananda Bhairavi, Kalyani or Puri Kalyani. See, differences can, without going to the music class, if your behavior, if your cognitive sense is matching with that, you can learn how to differentiate. So therefore, a learner will have his behavioral limitation to learn or behavioral support to learn, cognitive limitations to learn, or maybe cognitive support to learn. Cognitive in the sense, for example, memory power. Some people have excellent memory power. When I started my teaching career in 1985, I had a student in final year BA. He's somewhere now in USA. If you write in the board, blackboard, a paragraph, allow him to read once, you rub it, he will read it same after 1 hour also. It's memory power. Some people will have extraordinary memory power. Some people will have limited memory power. Some people will have memory power attached to. For example, 20 years back, you watched a movie. 20 years back, you watched a movie. You can tell 1 hour about that movie now, even now, because you remember so much. They are more effective. Whatever you have analyzed with a diagram or a graph, you remember better way rather than just explaining it. So memory power also depends on several factors. Likewise, the analytical skill, creative skill. Some people will not observe the spelling mistakes, proofreading. Some people are very excellent in that. It is the inbuilt cognitive values are very important. So therefore, behavioral, cognitive, and constructivism are the theories which this is very popular. People in the education field who did the B.Ed or admin would be very familiar with the Bloom's taxonomy. How a learners at different level they involve in learning, they gain. They are not simply understanding what you told in the class, but internally they are at a different level improving their cognitive values. This is very popular. The Bloom's taxonomy, cognitive dominant. Bloom developed this pyramid in 1956, but which has been revised by some of his followers in 2001, because to fit into the context. See here, in the beginning, people start to remember. Then they try to understand. This you can see even among the children, how whenever you talk with them at the early age, they try to remember many things. Then they try to understand the things. Then they try to apply it. Why that games interest among the kids at the age of 3, 4 comes because they want to apply whatever that they have understood. They want to apply it with either balls or any toys. Then they start to analyze it. First standard, fourth standard, when they come, they start to analyze the things. Then they start to evaluate. Then they start to create new ideas. By that time, they become more silent. Because they will be more creative. They have understood that whatever that I have been doing is very kiddish. Now they are in a very mature way. So the lower order thinking skills and higher order thinking skills have been explained in a Bloom's taxonomy. Very interesting that every teacher should know about this. Any new things that you take to teach in the class, this is the pyramid. Okay, I was telling about that there are different strategies of teaching learning. Blended learning, maybe classroom plus your audio-visual methods, or different classroom or self-directed learning. Like that, there are so many, I just skipped this. This is something very interesting where improvement science, which emphasizes the role of students as active learner. Because every student will by this time develop a sense of research. They will be innovating a way how to remember them, how to understand them, how to reproduce it in the exam to do well. So they become more research sensed in learning. That's why we teachers also need to be to develop a kind of research sense, because we are dealing with a student who are research oriented at one stage. So they will be more scientific. They will be looking for everything in a very systematic and very scientific way. These are all gamification. All these are experienced already. Teaching with games. Then in commerce and management, you do it very well. And practical. I saw it in college, not now, some 10 years back. They have an experimental bank. Commerce department maintained an experimental bank. There's a teller, there's a manager chamber. A lab was constructed how practically a banking system works. So these students are allowed to do experiments and function as a bank manager, as a teller, or as a clerk, as a document maintainer, cashier. So everything is trained in an experimental bank. So like that, for every possible thing, try to develop experimental equipment so that the project-based learning really aims at that. How to analyze, how to collect data, how to collect facts, how to theorize the things, what is the existing understanding on that particular subject, what we call the review of literature. So all this is practiced through the project-based learning. Of course, this is with regard to assessments, examinations. There are so many things to tell about how to exam or test a student either in the classroom or at the end of the semester. SEL is another important strategy, social emotional learning, telling about emotional issues. Examples are given. Students are then become very emotional and learn things in a better way. Formative assessment. But out of these several strategies which have been created by the educationalists, this, because I just wanted to give an exposure on that, not in detailed expression, because Those are very much discussed in the B.Ed and M.Ed courses for the teachers' training. So there are several strategies of teaching and learning. We should be conscious, we should be aware of this while teaching in the classroom, and which method, which strategy will be more effective for a particular subject, for a particular batch, for a particular time. As a teacher, you might have noticed that early morning first class engaging is different from engaging afternoon first class. There is a difference. I don't know how many of you have sensed this. Engaging first hour in the morning, engaging first hour in the afternoon, it makes a difference. You cannot feel so comfortable as you were in the morning. Afternoon, you cannot feel so comfortable. So therefore, we need to be observing all these facts, and so that you can be a good researcher in teaching. Because research is not excluded from anything. Even in cooking, there will be research. The housewives will be very clever in preparing a dish in a different way. They will find a shortcut method, they will find a different method, so that the preparation will be good. So therefore, research is everywhere. So teaching also will have a research which every teacher needs to do. There is no need to have PhD or MPhil in that. Create your own, engaged learning environment. That is most important. Learning environment, policy environment on education, policy environment on employees in the education industry. All these matters in getting a good, effective teaching and learning process. Evidence-based teaching, which is known as informed teaching, is a pedagogical approach that uses research and data to inform teaching practices and improve students' learning outcomes. It involves identifying, evaluating, and applying credible research to optimize instruction. We are not actually, this is not a faculty development program. Now it is termed as competent development programs. Earlier it was called as faculty development programs. Now it is called competent development programs. Because education industry is now looking for outcomes, or any industry for that matter, finally is looking for outcome. So what is the final outcome of your 1 hour teaching? You should be able to tell that. Evidence-based education is also like to make your education very professional wisdom with the best available empirical evidences in making decisions about how to deliver instruction. So give data. How many of you know that India is the first in milk production in the world? How many of you know that India is leading in mango production? More than 60% of the world mango produced in India. That's why we are exporting to many countries. We are second in the world in the potato production, onion production. We are first in the world in so many producers. So you teach students about with the fact, research outcomes, research results that will be more effective, and your classroom teaching will be evidence-based teaching. So evidence-based, research-oriented teaching method would be more effective for you also to establish as a good professional teacher, and for your students also, and that in that way, if you impress and impact on students, they will remember even when they retire from service. That is what I was talking with your dean, that students of my first batch are still remembering me. They got retired now. Still they remember me because my teaching has impressed them. and they remember their schools, their colleges, their university, their teachers. Even when they become old. Recently, with this I will just conclude.
Participants, thank you once again for your time. Professor S.R.INIVAS, HOD, Institute of